I think for me, like the most intense moment doing this whole movie was doing this one particular interrogation scene, because on that day we didn't plan to shoot it, and it was pretty early on in the shoot. And I'm not sure if I had done a week of shooting yet, and the interrogation scene is like the epitome of stress and anger and pain. And he's a security guard who tried to get involved to make a positive change and ends up having the tables turned on him. And all of a sudden he's blamed for first-degree murder and put on trial with the police. So this is a crazy story, but I think this is something that is worth the perspective. For me, Detroit handles systematic racism and racism as a whole in a very complex way that for me I've never seen before. And it just, nothing is as simple as black versus white. There is a complex kind of human story around this stereotype, and Detroit challenges that. And also, it for me was a chance to discover, how a city recovered from something most cities will find, very, very hard to. And it makes me believe in Detroit's resilience, and I'm really about this story, and I'm really about the change that this may spark.
Do you know what? It feels very right that we're back in Detroit and we're sort of, I suppose, kicking off the screening process of this film, at the home of the story, with so many of the people that informed what we did. This film would not have even existed had it not been for the many generous contributions of so many Detroiters who were so generous when it came to addressing a painful moment in their history for the sake of bringing the topic of social injustice to light and allowing us to tell this story. It's their story, and they had to give us that permission, and they did. They were brave enough to do that, and we're very grateful. So to bring it to the backyard of Detroit is a very special thing indeed. I had a great deal of assistance in terms of the technical research into what it was to be a police officer at that time, and I had to educate myself where I lacked some critical knowledge about not only the events of 1967 and that rebellion, but also race relations in general, right, and racial history. And I think, like a lot of other white people, sometimes the topic of race is often uncomfortable or difficult, and I'm hoping that a film like this will encourage people to talk about those topics. When we're invited into the conversation, we should heap up, the opportunity to talk about it. And it's critical that we develop that understanding and that level of empathy, because we're only going to contribute to the problem for as long as we avoid that topic.
The single most important thing to me was getting it right, was being as accurate to all the research and the court documents and the testimonies and the eyewitness accounts. That was what was most important to me, and I felt if I could stay within, if it could be honest and truthful and authentic, then I would be, then it would have the kind of integrity that I wanted from it. Well, I think it's been, as Michael Dicey was just saying, that it's an event that the city has been in denial of for 50 years, and now it is, is out there for the world to see, not just the city. This is not specific. It is, obviously it took place in Detroit, but these events keep happening. I mean, look at how timely and topical it is. Michael Brown and Trayvon Martin and Quan McDonald, Freddie Gray. I mean, these are events that keep happening, and I think it's an opportunity to encourage or invite a dialogue about bridging a divide that this country desperately needs, in my humble